Most men today believe that being nice is the key to getting respect, love, and peace. But what if I told you that this mindset is destroying modern men from the inside out? Welcome back to the Male Corner, the space where men sharpen their minds, build discipline, strengthen their identity, and level up every area of their lives. Today, we're breaking down the nice guy trap, what it is, why so many men fall into it, and how it silently ruins your relationships, self-respect, and long-term growth. If you're ready to build a man within, hit that subscribe button, because this one might sting a little. So, what is a nice guy, really? The world says a nice guy is polite, respectful, and caring. But the nice guy we're talking about today is something very different. A nice guy is a man who avoids conflict at all costs. He suppresses his own desires to make others happy. He constantly seeks approval from women, friends, and society. He believes that being good should automatically earn him love. He is terrified of being disliked, and he pretends to be selfless while secretly having hidden expectations. Here's the core of it. Nice guys don't do good things because they are good. They do good because they want something in return, validation, affection, or acceptance. And that mindset creates weak men, resentful men, and emotionally starved men. It's a transaction disguised as kindness. They give to get, and when they don't get what they feel they're owed, the resentment starts to build. This isn't genuine kindness. It's a strategy, and it's a strategy that is destined to fail. So how do men become nice guys? They aren't born this way. They are trained. Most nice guys grew up with one or more of these common experiences. First, emotionally unavailable parents. He learned from a young age that he had to earn love by behaving perfectly, by being the good boy, and by not causing any trouble. His needs were secondary to keeping the peace. Second, a mother who rewarded compliance. If he agreed with her, he got affection. If he didn't, love was withheld. So he learned to associate agreeing with getting the emotional connection he craved. He never learned to have his own opinions if they differed from hers. Third, a father who avoided conflict. He never saw a model of healthy masculine boundaries. He never learned how a man is supposed to stand up for himself, for his family, or for his principles in a firm but fair way. He learned that backing down was the manly thing to do. And finally, a culture that constantly tells men, don't be too masculine. Be soft. Be safe. Be agreeable. Modern society essentially says, be less of a man and more of what everyone else wants you to be. And men listened. Now, many are lost, disconnected from their own power, their own voice, and their own authentic selves. They're playing a role instead of living a life. Now, let's talk about why nice guys fail in dating and relationships. Here's the hard truth. Women do not respect a nice guy. They might tolerate him. They might think he's sweet, but they don't desire him. Why? Because women, at a primal level, are attracted to strength. They want a man who has direction in his life, who can say no when necessary, who sets and enforces boundaries, who stands for something, who is strong but controlled, and who doesn't need her approval to feel whole. Nice guys don't offer strength. They offer comfort, neediness, and emotional dependence. Their entire frame is built around getting her validation. This creates a predictable and destructive pattern. First, he hides his true feelings to avoid rocking the boat. Then, he avoids conflict at all costs. He says yes when he desperately wants to say no. Then, he secretly expects admiration or affection in return for his sacrifice. When he doesn't get it, he becomes bitter and resentful. He thinks he's being nice, but in reality, he's being dishonest. He's not communicating his true thoughts, feelings, or desires. He's presenting a false version of himself that he thinks she wants to see. And that dishonesty, that lack of authenticity, kills attraction faster than anything else. A woman can't trust a man who isn't even true to himself. This mindset doesn't just hurt your love life. The nice guy mindset destroys men in every area of life. First, he loses self-respect. You cannot respect yourself if you are constantly betraying your own needs, values, and desires to please others. Every time you say yes when you mean no, a small part of your soul dies. Second, he loses respect from others. People can sense when you crave approval, and they will use it against you. Your boss will give you more work. Your friends will take you for granted. People don't respect doormats. Third, he loses his masculine edge. A man who avoids conflict avoids growth. Challenge and friction are what forge strength. By running from every uncomfortable situation, you rob yourself of the opportunity to become more resilient, more capable, and more confident. Fourth, he becomes resentful. This is the silent poison of the nice guy. He sacrifices himself over and over, thinking he's earning points, but he still feels unseen and unappreciated. This brews a deep, toxic bitterness towards the world, and especially towards women. And fifth, he lives without a purpose. His life becomes a performance for an audience instead of a mission driven from within. His energy is spent managing others' perceptions of him, not on building something meaningful for himself. Nice guys think they're choosing peace, but what they're actually choosing is weakness dressed up as kindness. So how do you escape the nice guy trap? Breaking out of this mindset is one of the most powerful transformations a man can make. Here's your plan. 1. Set boundaries, and do it without apology. Your time, your energy, and your attention are your most valuable resources. Protect them. Remember, if you can't say no, your yes means nothing. 2. Speak your truth clearly and calmly. A real man does not hide what he wants or what he thinks to avoid disapproval. State your needs and opinions with conviction. 3. Stop seeking approval. The only validation you need is your own. Respect is earned through strength, character, and integrity, not through compliance. Focus on becoming a man you respect, and others will follow. 4. Embrace healthy conflict. View disagreements not as threats, but as opportunities. Opportunities to stand your ground, to clarify your values, and to build mutual respect. Discomfort is where masculine growth happens. 5. Build a mission-driven life. Find a purpose that is bigger than getting a girlfriend or being liked. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are focused on a mission, not on seeking validation. Your purpose should be your priority. And 6. Replace the goal of being nice with the goal of being a good man. A nice man avoids confrontation to keep the peace. A good man tells the truth, protects his values, and stands firm, even when it's difficult. One is based on fear, the other on integrity. Being a nice guy doesn't make you a good man. It makes you a disconnected man. A weakened man. A man who lives for the approval of others instead of for his own purpose. If you want to live as a strong, grounded, masculine man, you must reclaim your voice, your boundaries, and your mission. That's what we teach here. If this video hit home for you, share it with another man who needs to hear this message. Subscribe to the Male Corner for more content on masculinity, stoicism, relationships, money, discipline, and building the man within. Your life doesn't change by being nice. It changes when you become strong. See you in the next one.